How's it going, fabulous TAs? In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 ways to make working with children with ADHD less tricky. Working with children with ADHD can present a range of challenges for teaching assistants. One of the most difficult aspects is managing the children's impulsivity and difficulty with focusing on tasks. So in this video, I give you 5 ways to make working with children with ADHD less tricky to enable you and the children to make progress. But first, just a little bit about me if you don't know me. My name is Lauren Reesner and I was a TA, one-to-one HLTA for 20 years. I now create books, worksheets and videos to help you be a teaching assistant working at your most confident best. And to help me get my videos out to as many teaching assistants as possible, please give this video a thumbs up. It will only take you a second and you'll be helping your fellow TAs. Thank you. Okay, here are 5 ways to make working with children with ADHD less tricky. 1. Communicate regularly, ideally every day, with the child's parents or carers. They know their child's strengths and weaknesses, their likes and dislikes, their preferred way of working, and how they respond to a variety of requests. So keep the lines of communication open. This will enable you to get to know the child well and ensure that both you and the parents and carers are working in similar ways with the child. Make sure you also tell the parents and carers when something, no matter how small, has gone well. Parents and carers will also be able to tell you if any medication the child is on for their ADHD was given on time or given early or late, and depending on when it was given, this will impact on the child's ability to focus. So, sometimes maybe the child that you work with comes into school and just seems all over the place. Well, that could be because their medication, if they're on it, was given late. 2. Create understanding with the rest of the class so that you avoid singling the child out. Now, this needs to be with the agreement of the class teacher, the child themselves, and the child's parents and carers. But when the rest of the children in the class understand why a child with ADHD is getting frequent breaks, or they understand why the child finds it hard to keep still, etc., it makes a big difference because you don't have other children going sort of out of their way to make things worse. If this is the approach you take, frame the situation positively so that you guard against potential bullying behaviour towards the child. You could also ask the child with ADHD to explain to their classmates what it's like to have ADHD and what their classmates can do to help. 3. Where possible, give the child a place to sit with fewer distractions. Sitting the child where you can see them easily and away from doors, windows, and other children with disruptive behaviour will help them focus a little bit more. If the class teacher is happy, give the child a job like sharpening pencils, but don't use an electric sharpener because they're too noisy, to give them something to do whilst listening to the teacher with their whole class input. So often these children, although, we like children to be still, don't we? But there are some children that they just need to keep their hands busy and they can listen at the same time. 4. Create short and simple classroom rules. Again, with the agreement from the class teacher, create a set of rules that are easy for the child with ADHD to understand, making it clear what they are able to do rather than what they are not able to do, i.e., when you come in from play, sit down, rather than saying, don't mess around when you come in from play. It's about keeping it positive. And the brain only actually takes in that positive information. If you say don't do something, the brain takes on board the thing you're asking them not to do. And also, it's just really negative. 5, use simple language along with visual reinforcement. So keep instructions clear and concise and make sure that the child's understanding of them is correct. You need to know that you are both singing from the same hymn sheet. So always confirm that the child understands what you want them to do. And always have the full attention of the child before asking them to do something. So wait for them to show you they are listening before issuing an instruction, etc. Eye contact is usually the way you establish that you have a child's attention, but not always. If they are autistic or their culture does not permit it, for instance, so agree with the child a different way of establishing that they are listening to you if eye contact is not their preferred way. And use visual cues to reinforce the child's understanding of an instruction. Visual cues, I cannot praise them more. They really can make a big difference with your communication level. So, to recap, you can make working with children with ADHD less tricky by 1, communicating regularly, ideally every day, with the child's parents or carers. 2, creating an understanding of ADHD with the rest of the class. 3, giving the child a place to sit with fewer distractions. 4, creating short and simple classroom rules. And 5, using simple language along with visual reinforcement. And lastly, understand that working with a child with ADHD is not easy, so please cut yourself some slack. You won't always get it right, and any adult that makes you feel uncomfortable in school needs to be either spoken to by you or reported to senior management so that they can explain how colleagues should support one another. Now, there are more ways that you can make working with a child with ADHD less tricky. So if you'd like to find out 5 more ways, the valuable free resource pictured below is for you. You'll find it in the description section below this video. Here's how to get to the description section if you're not sure. On your phone, tap on the little V under the video to expand the description section, and on your laptop, click on Show More to expand the description section, and I've given you screenshots to help you. Supporting a child with ADHD is a work in progress. Some days will be good and some not so good. But if you are persistent and consistent, the child will make progress. They will move forward. So patience is key both for the child and for you. If you set yourself too high a standard for the child, they'll have a meltdown. And if you set too high a standard for yourself, you'll suffer from burnout. So be less hare and more tortoise. Okay, please share this video with your TA colleagues. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you know when I've created a new video to help TAs work at your most confident best. And here are 2 more TA in Control videos. Which one will you choose?